Hi, this is Sito. Welcome to CATIA tutorialcat.com. I will be continuing in the second video the process of installing CATIA V5, and this one is a CATIA V5 student version, by the way, and it's a good practice to do this. Alright, okay, so now with last video we have installed, we have, I'm sorry, we have unzipped zip first CD and the second CD in one folder, and there is a specific way that we have to unzip it, and I mentioned it on last video. Right now we're gonna go to the second folder, and notice there's another folder in there. Now you will see this one folder called the CATIA Student Intel A. So you go to inside that folder, and boom, notice here there is a CD 1 and 2, folder 1 and 2. Basically means folder 1, that's CD 1, folder 2 is CD 2. So if I open that one, you see there is you have to check there is some bunch of stuff in there. Okay, and go back. Let's check here. There's a bunch of stuff in there. So that means we have extracted the right way. Okay, so that means good. Now we're gonna go to the first folder, and we're gonna do only one time setup installation process, and it should go through all the way. So CATIA will install the first CD and it will see it automatically the second CD. So you only do it one time, so because we have extracted in one place and the way I told you before. So let's start it, the fun part. This is setup, double click. It's very simple, and it's gonna load something. Hear that sound? Hold on. So here you go, it tells you CATIA student blah blah, and you just go next. And in here, this is where you can import the node lock license. I can do it right now, but I'm just gonna go ahead and skip this part. It's fine. I just would like to show you something. You don't have to do this now. Okay, just skip it. Go next. Okay, now you just pick the right some folder. It's good that you pick the right not just go with the default. Okay, for me, because I have a bunch of them, so I just gonna go ahead and pick some naming convention for me here at directory. So I just call it CATIA student X. Okay, maybe I have something like that, but for you, you just go with the default. I'm assuming this is first time you're installing. Okay, so always go with this C programs DASL system, then you just go to the folder. Alright, so go next. Now it tells you the directory does not exist. Just say, do you want a directory to be created? Just say yes. Now just put the identification, just put like maybe CATIA. I would recommend you put the same naming, same name, CATIA student X. Excuse me. And this is one more thing that I would like to suggest, and is important. Just remember and write down this. This is where CATIA, it will create the cat environment, and that's important because if cat environment, sometimes you may need it, especially if you are really in more advanced thing. Okay, complete. You want to get the complete software installed. Don't touch this. Just keep going. Now you can install your documentation, the zip files that I told you about, zip file 2 documentation, zip file 2 documentation. There's two visible. You have to extract in your local machine, and then it will ask you some more information. But don't worry about that. Maybe I'm gonna show you on another video how you can install your documentation. Okay, but right. Now you can select all of them, it's up to you. Now I want to install online documentation, that's the same thing, but just keep going like this. tells you this information. Normal, just install. Okay. Alright, so this is running LUM server. LUM is, that's one of the licensing thing that I'm running on my machine. I assume that you don't have that, and don't worry about it because you're gonna be using a node lock. LUM is only for server license, and maybe I'm gonna talk about a different video, but ignore this. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and disable my LUM. By the way, as I said, don't worry about don't worry about this. Most likely you're not gonna have that. Okay, just keep going. All right. So now it's gonna install now the product, and it's gonna take some time. And once it's finished, it may tell you just finish it up, and that's how simple is it. Now the next video I will show you how you can import or activate your license, your node lock license. Okay, next video we'll see that. And now while I'm waiting, I'm gonna go and prepare for next video. See you there. Bye.